Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am alive. Not that I think you're losing any sleep over that, but I'm on day 5 of the flu, man. I went out last Wednesday night to my regular Wednesday night mafia dinner. They were actually celebrating belatedly my birthday. And man, by the time I left NYY Steakhouse out in Coconut Creek and got in my car, I felt like I got shot, like hit by a truck. And man, I've never had the flu before, so as I posted on my social media, I said, hey, if you ever had the flu in the past, and I just thought you were a wuss and wanking about a bad cold, next time you see me, you're allowed to punch me in the face. Um, Wow, this has been awful. You know, the felt near death at a couple points, and Saturday actually, hey, I guess I'm fine, and overdid it, and spent the day horizontal yesterday, catching up on you. And The Boys on Netflix. I watched the entire first season of a series called The Boys. No, on Amazon Prime. You're welcome. Holy crap. Anyway, I am. What do they say? 7 days, 12 days, 7 to 12 days. My God, man! I'm supposed to fly up to Detroit this weekend for a hockey tournament with my boy Jack. And yesterday, I couldn't drive my son to the airport, my oldest Matthew, to go back to Norwich. So, man, I would not wish this on my worst enemy. And of course, we had a fantastic week last week here. We had a Boeing iron condor that went right through the uprights for a max profit of 3,420 bucks. Great Amazon trade last week. Lululemon spread that's going down, right? Really great trades, man. A lot of good stuff. This market, you just can't keep it down, obviously, until it comes down, which is now we're in a momentum market. Now fundamentals make no sense. I mean, the way earnings have to go, which are more or less kicking off tomorrow with the big banks, absolute perfection is priced into this market, which we just know doesn't work. But let's back up a little bit here, because like I said, I don't think I haven't done it and talked to you guys since Thursday, right? Or no, I was on death's bed Thursday. I think, yeah, we canceled Thursday's brief. So, man, what a past couple days. Not even since Thursday, folks. I mean, from you heard it here. I called it the next day. I said Iran shot down that airliner. Clearly, people don't know how automatic air defense systems work. It ain't some dude staring at a scope. Those SA-15 Gimlet, is it? Yeah, I forget the NATO call sign from my Top Gun days, but SA-15, man, shot 2 of them and shot down that airliner. And if oh my God, the Iranians are idiots. Well, we're idiots. A Patriot missile system shot down a British Tornado and also shot down a US F-18 Hornet. Killed all 3 dudes, man. So when you leave things in automatic, things happen automatically. Absolutely horrific. And some liberal Democrat assholes in this country and Pete Buttigieg is one of them, more or less saying, well, we share some downing or blame in the downing of that airliner. The dude's just mentally retarded. I hope he's the nominee. Well, I hope one of these idiots is going to be the nominee. Donald Trump's going to wipe the floor with him. In the past week, the president, let's go out a week and a half. Democrats condemning a man stopping a church slaughter because obviously they prefer the alternative because it would have fit their narrative, right? So condemning a brave American illegally carrying a weapon and stops a church slaughter. So got Democrats condemning them to more or less joining sides with an Iranian general who killed 608 Marines and soldiers and maimed, horribly disfigured. Next time you're in an airport and you see a vet with a leg gone, it's a 99.9% probability that leg was destroyed and that man's or woman's life was totally changed because of Soleiman. The asshole should have been killed when Barack Hussein Obama designated him a terrorist. Donald J. Trump should have killed the man when he was within 30 seconds of the Quds Force being designated a terrorist organization, folks. And then Nancy Pelosi over the weekend So only Trump can do this, right? He sent out a tweet in Farsi, the biggest tweet liked in the history of the Farsi language, or since I guess Twitter was, and he's a savage, man. Look at him tweeting today. Oh man, that's not good. So Nancy Pelosi actually, Pelosi's dismissing these protests today against, or the past couple days against the Iranian regime, saying, well, different reasons people are in the streets. She's a drunk and she's an idiot. Look at this. People are at the one university, Tehran University, they're carrying American flags. My God, from Hong Kong to Iran. This guy's got people on board for the big win. And all the idiot Democrats, oh, he's going to get us into World War III. The dude is doing the exact opposite. He climbed down from the perch, he de-escalated, and he said, hey, we'll talk. If this guy's trying to get us into World War III, he sucks at it. If he's a racist, he's the worst racist. I love the pictures of him getting an award with the lady from the bus and Muhammad Ali, the Image Awards or whatever with Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. They loved the guy before he was Republican presidential candidate, right? So anyway, I'm not going to rant too much about this, but look at this, man. It's absolutely insane. These same people, I'm not going to go on a rant. I can't because I did this last week. Barack Hussein Obama killed a United States citizen and a 16-year-old in Yemen in 2011. He drone striked a U.S. citizen, and Democrats defended it. Trump drone strikes the number 2 in Iran, who has killed 608 Marines and soldiers, and Democrats go apeshit. That's where we are, folks. You really have to be mental to support the Democrats, folks. Anti-America. Hey, here's a little-known fact. I sound like Cliff Clavin in Cheers. It's a little-known fact that during the Obama administration, they granted 2,500 Iranians U.S. citizenship to get the nuke deal done. As if it didn't suck enough, we got 2,500 of these folks. You know who one of them is? General Suleiman's daughter, who is calling for the death of more Marines and soldiers. Throw that chick the fuck out of this country. How dare you? You're given administration citizenship by Barack Hussein Obama, and you're calling for the death of U.S. soldiers. It's a disgrace. John Kerry on the Sunday show yesterday, John Kerry in a CNN interview back in 2016 said, yeah, it's obviously some of those funds are probably going to go to fund terror activities, but what can we do about it? Those 608 Marines were killed by money given to them by Obama and Kerry. And if you're one of those assholes that sits there and goes, it was their money, we gave it back to them, that's how retarded you are. You'd walk outside your house and give money back, quote, to people who are trying to kill you. How about we divide up the $150 billion and give it to this family of the 608 Marines and soldiers killed or horribly maimed? What's a better use of that money? Quote, giving it back to get more Americans killed or giving it to Americans who have been killed, their families? Man, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, why are you even listening to this? Because you're mental. I can't stand it, folks. This election coming up, I thought this last election, Trump was sent by a divine power, man. He turned the lights on in the kitchen and showed us where all the roaches were in this country. And if you got a problem with anything I'm saying, you're one of the roaches. You need to go. Seriously. America is so great that even people who hate it don't want to leave. I love that. Just sit here and bitch about it. Michael Moore and all these Democrats apologizing to Iran and shit like that. Get the fuck out. Leave. Aren't you supposed to be in Canada? Maybe they don't have enough food for Michael Moore. It's not a big enough buffet. Let's move on. Washington, Beijing agreed a new dialogue to pursue reforms and address disputes. As the dude's killing terrorists, he's getting trade deals done. Between you and me, I have no idea what's in the trade deal, and neither do they. Or phase one, let's call it. So we're supposed to have this phase one ceremony this week, folks. The 15th, right? It's supposed to be signed. I, for the life of me, lying horizontal for days, searching for all this stuff. I'm back up this. I'm further up the speed than I ever been with everything. When you can't leave the house and you're a recluse, you get smarter. But I don't know what's in it. I don't think they know. I don't think there's been final agreement yet. So, going to be interesting. So, is this going to be a sell the news event? Right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. A lot of retail traders do the exact opposite, right? They sit here and wait. Hey, there's going to be good news this week. Then I'm going to buy. And then the thing implodes, and you're like, what the hell just happened? That's Wall Street, folks. What starts tomorrow? Earnings. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs. Folks, I've never seen an earnings coming up like this where the market is so overvalued. Earnings have to be, I'm not kidding, they have to be flawless. They have to be absolutely perfect for this market to sustain the price where it's at. I don't know if that's going to happen. The one good thing that might happen in this earnings season is the fact that one of the problems with past earnings seasons has been what? Yeah, this kind of the trade issue overhang. CFOs and CEOs could do what? They could press the emergency break glass in case of emergency button saying, well, we are really uncertain about trade in the future, and the future's dim. Well, now we got dudes flying here to sign phase ones. We've had the president say, hey, I'm going to hop on a plane and go to Beijing eventually and sign the phase two. At least there's a perception that we're working towards something. And as I've predicted, folks, this trade war is going to go on forever, right? The president's finally dropped the gun or put the guns out the side and rolled up the pirate flag like, hey, screw you. We're going to join you in this battle. Okay, we're done getting screwed. Now it's a fight. So I just, we'll see, man. Boeing, great trade last week. Like I said, I just sent out a text and email to my weekly options members. We got a regular brief here coming up at 1 o'clock. Oh, man. Sent out the alert at 63 cents, plus or minus 3 cents. It's down here at about 60. I'm going to hang out at 60. It's at 61. I'm going to hang out. So weekly options trade bull put spread on Boeing. I think we're going to leg into an iron condor here. Boeing's got earnings in a week and a half, and it tends to channel into earnings. What's that mean? We tend to not see massive moves in stocks prior to earnings. They're supposed to be in a quiet period. What happened last week? My God, more emails released. Like, this plane was designed by clowns, managed by monkeys. Would you let your family fly on this plane? God, no, I wouldn't. Would you? Of course not. Oh, man, awful text and emails. But what does stock do? Man, it's seen. I don't know how worse it can get. People working at the company saying, I wouldn't fly my airplane on that. And it's a bunch of clowns that designed it. Whoa. And text and emails kind of revealing how flight testing teams said, oh, let's just gang up on the FAA. Boeing could self-certify stuff, folks. They were that trusted. They had the badge. They had the badge of the FAA saying, hey, man, just trust us. We're good. Everything's safe. Ooh, that's not good. Hey, I think Thursday after the close, I'm going to do my Jan 2020 brief. What's this? A Lulu bull put spread. If you're in this, I'm going to close this today. It's up 85%. We made almost $2,000 in this bull put spread since last week. Like Lululemon, might be wearing a pair right now or might not. But I think that's about it. Oh, the jobs number last week was kind of lukewarm, not super hot, not super cold. We're going to talk FXI as well, the iShares China ETF. We'll see how that's going to react this week. Pretty interesting that we're up today. Look at that nice gap up move. Man, you can't beat that. But look at the manufacturing PMI last night from China was a big miss. Right, heading down towards 50 means contraction in the economy. So not good numbers out of China. But we're seeing a big pop today. Might want to buy some calls, man. If we get the details of this phase one thing and it looks good, FXI is going to pop. We might actually look at a bull put spread here. All right, I got to go. I got to I got to save my strength in the next hour and 17 minutes to get ready for the weekly options brief. Then we got solo Amazon after that. Another great solo Amazon trade last week. We'll talk about. I think the XLY iron condor worked out pretty damn good too. I think I got about 75% of the total profit in that one, so that was a good looking trade as well. So, all right, I got to get going. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see many of you for weekly options at 1 o'clock or solo Amazon at 3, or I'll see you maybe Thursday after the close. I got to get with support and schedule a brief. Maybe you'll do like 4:30 on Thursday Eastern after the close. More to come on that. Check your email, and hopefully I'm full up and round by then. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. I'll talk to you guys later.